Michael.
How are you, Phoebe? How's
Yeah,
it going
good. Good
today?
to see you. Thank you for honoring our
You too.
invitation. We really appreciate your presence today. How are you, sir?
Oh, so far so good.
Yeah, yeah,
Loving life.
yeah. I was particularly excited when I looked you up. I found out you're wearing two hats at the same time, as the operating partner in Initio Capital and the founder and president of Waypoint LLC. I'm like, you must be, on point to have all these two hats at the same time, juggling it. It
Yeah,
must. It's not an easy task, and I believe you have the stuff. Thank you for honoring our vision once again.
yeah.
Yeah. So how are you doing, sir?
I'm sorry.
I said, how are you doing in general?
Oh, in general, fine. What we're doing with Waypoint and with Initio, because I'm
Mm,
doing a lot of executive coaching and
yeah,
leadership training and all that. I've been
yeah.
in the medical healthcare industry for 40 years. In the
Mhm,
beginning with, Fortune 30 companies, was a sales rep
mm,
up to vice president of sales, and then started
yeah,
my own business, ran that, scaled it for 20 years, and then exited the end of last year, and now
yeah.
I'm tried to retire, but then
Great,
got bored.
great.
You know,
So let me tell you how this podcast is gonna go. So for 30 minutes, we're
yeah,
not gonna take your time, but if you want to stay more than that, that's fine. So we're gonna look at your background and the industry trend you're seeing. We're gonna discuss your current challenges and where you want both initial capital and the waypoint to be in next 6 months. And again, we look at we kind of explore any next step if there is on how to move forward to your goal. Does that sound good, or is there other things you want to add?
well, I'm sorry, so you're asking, I'm okay.
No, I'm telling the structure. I'm just telling the structure how the interview. I mean, how the podcast is going to be. Three parts. First of all, we look at your background and the industry
Yeah.
trend you're seeing. Then we discuss your current challenges, seeing that you are in charge of both initial capital and the Waypoint LLC. What are the challenges and where do you want them to be in the next, like your goal in the next six,
Okay.
12 months? Yeah, sure. Then we wrap up by
Yeah.
exploring any next step if it makes sense. That's it. Just a three parts.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
all.
let me ask you this. Now we're doing this now. Your podcast. Now you're sending this to. You obviously have subscribers to your podcast, correct?
Yeah, we're currently recording it. We're going to upload it in YouTube and LinkedIn. It's purely educational purposes.
It's
Yeah.
an educational thing. And now, where are you guys based out of?
I'm in New Jersey, South Jersey here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Burlington, New
Yeah.
Jersey. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I used to live up in Rhode Island. I'm from Massachusetts,
Oh,
and
awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
we moved down after I sold the business to our place in South Carolina. So,
I can see that.
but
Yeah.
I'm a northeastern guy. So
Okay,
yeah. So you're
awesome.
in Jersey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
okay, so and then now your most of your subscribers, they're looking for what exactly, they're looking for help, or are they are you gearing this towards uh, founders and startups, or
Yeah.
people who are well in their way, have scaled businesses? I don't know what.
Yeah, and we're looking at leaders in the industry that have experience that will share their behind the scene insight and challenges
Mhm.
and opportunity, how they navigated those challenges to be where they are today. So we kind of, like I said, still educational, so that young people or people that, looking for, well, let's say advice or ways to navigate through the challenge, maybe it could add value to them. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Now, how many subscribers do you have?
We're just recording. We haven't we've recorded a lot, but we've posted about two or three because we're recording our first season. So maybe by the end of the month or thereabout, we'll be able to post as when you record, you edit and post. Okay, so that's why. And again, we are running our first season. We've done a couple, but we have.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
guys are starting this out. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And you're hoping to get to launch this
Yeah,
very shortly, next week or so, or maybe by the first of the year.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, you start
Yeah.
somewhere. That's what we're doing. And like I said, it's purely educational. we're looking at your insights, your struggles and challenges, and how you got where you are today. Okay.
Oh, struggles, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
running a business.
Yeah,
There's
but that
10
sounds good.
fire hoses pointing at
Oh
your
yeah.
head,
But
going up
again,
all at once.
yeah, yeah. Do you have any other areas you want us to look at? Even if that is not
I'm sorry?
mentioned here. Do you have any other areas you want us to look at? To touch any other areas?
No, that's kind of where, I mean, I've I've run sales teams. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I was sales rep, always one of the top guys, so I know how to sell, but and was coaching our guys to
Okay.
sell, and we were pretty successful with it. So
Okay.
we grew our business, and had good quality customers and all that, and how to keep customers, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and that's a big thing. It isn't just one and done, you got to
Yeah.
keep them,
I agree. So,
you
like I
know.
said, you're almost shared my topic. So let's dive into it. So, for number one, no, first of
Okay.
all, yeah, let's. Can you share a bit of your background and how it fits into the bigger picture of both Initial Capital and Waypoints LLC? Your background
Okay.
and how it fits into the bigger
Oh,
picture. Mm-hmm.
all right. You want me to do that? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. So my background is, I started way back. Boy, you can tell by this gray hair.
Yeah.
Back in 1984,
Mm-hmm.
85, I was a
Mm-hmm.
college lacrosse coach for a number of years when I got out of
Awesome.
school, got
Mm-hmm.
my undergrad. And then that was fun, but I wasn't making any money. So I got into the medical device business. Did that for 20 years with different companies. And along the way, I got my MBA as well.
So,
And it was great because back then companies paid for that.
mm-hmm.
And so I went from rep up to regional manager, then VP of sales for a company. And then after 20 years, I started my own company and founded that, scaled it, ran it, and then exited last December of 24.
Awesome.
And there were challenges along the way in both sides. Working in a large corporation, you've got to navigate through the politics and whatnot of a large organization,
Yeah.
and that takes a certain skill set
Yeah. Agree.
on how to weather that and weather mergers. We merged once, and that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that was challenging,
Yeah.
but we came out ahead in the long run. Um, and then starting my own business, never had done that before. And
Mm-hmm.
that was, I really am an entrepreneur at heart. Loved it. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
But still coaching through all of this.
Yeah.
That's really my passion.
Mm-hmm.
But there was always, everything from the hiring process, bringing on people, in both the sales, operations, service, because we had a service component to our business. And everybody's skill sets are different, and everybody's motivational buttons are different. That's the biggest thing in coaching.
Yeah.
If you're building a team and having
Yeah.
everybody pulling in the same direction, you
Mm-hmm.
need to know everybody's motivational button. And everyone's different, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing as a manager,
Yeah.
is figuring that out and pushing those buttons, making sure everybody's going to the same direction, not having one guy sit in their duff and two
Mm-hmm.
other people going in the opposite direction. You need
Yeah.
everybody going in this direction. And
Yeah.
that's management 101. But
Absolutely. Agree.
no matter the industry,
Yeah.
that's the big challenge.
Yeah.
And probably managing people, I have to say, is the biggest challenge any business leader or manager or at any level, whether it's with a big corporation or a founder starting their own business.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest challenge is managing people.
Yeah, I know. I
You
agree.
know,
Mm-hmm.
it's tough. The other part too, I spent a great deal of time spending was, not only building the brand of our business from a marketing perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but also mitigating risk and making sure that our brand was never tarnished, whether it was through exorbitant insurance premiums, or just really building solid, trusting relationships with our customers.
Yeah.
And so that our customers they would buy something and we would never see them. We developed relationships we've had for 20 years with our
Absolutely.
customers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was our key to our success, really,
Yeah.
because there was so much stuff in the capital equipment world, in the medical business, there'd be bids on contracts for building a new hospital or a new wing or whatever, and you'd be working on that for 2 years. But we have
Mhm.
multiple ones, and instead of going out to bid, we had a lot of hospitals that we would just get the call, talk to the
Oh,
architect,
good.
and so it never went to bid. We got the business because
Mm.
they had dealt with us for so long, and we
Yeah.
had always, there were glitches because every company's going to have a glitch.
Mhm.
That's a
Mhm.
constant, but we were able to overcome those in a timely and efficient manner. So
Mhm.
customers, became long-term customers, and a lot of them became long-term friends. I went to a lot of
Yeah.
weddings.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I went to a few funerals too, but
Okay.
they were real good. They're still dear friends of mine
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
And
That's how it
so
is.
that,
Mm.
that's part of running a good business. You
Yeah.
develop so many good relationships with
Yeah.
not only your team members in your company, but also your customers.
Yeah. Awesome. That's good. So how does your typical day looks like in trying to manage this both your external customers and internal customers? I mean,
Oh,
what a difficult day
normal
looks
day
like.
back
Yeah.
then, a normal day now.
Yeah.
Normal day now,
Mhm.
where now we're just, we're doing a lot of online stuff like this, where
Mhm.
we're on whether it's Zoom or Teams or
Mhm.
Google Meet or in this format too,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then we do get out and meet customers.
Yeah.
I just got an email from a customer in India. They're going to be in San Francisco, so we're going to meet them and whatnot. And this, we're doing a lot of folks not only domestically. We're
Yeah.
talking with founders. Um, but also internationally. I have customers in Singapore. I have
Oh, awesome.
customers in Canada. We're
Great.
talking to folks in Europe, in Africa,
Mm.
all over the place, and which is great.
Great.
And I think that's one of our goals. It's actually going to be, it's in our mission statement too, is bringing capital and the ability to raise capital for startups for the international market, so everybody will have access,
Okay.
like a lot of U.S. firms have always had, but
Mhm.
outside of the U.S. as well.
Oh,
So,
great.
which is really, it's fun because talking to these folks, and they're so enthusiastic and
Yeah.
that's very passionate. You want to help them out, you know.
Yeah. You know,
So, but my day is filled with a lot of meetings, kind of
yeah.
like this, and then we travel a little bit, and then I still sneak some golf in here and there
Oh,
too. So,
good for
yeah,
you. You know, where you are is the
yeah.
dream of anybody. And I believe and I hope we get there. It's fantastic and very good. So let's dive to the next one. So, what are the major shifts you're seeing right now in your business, in your industry? The major shifts you're seeing.
Oh, the relationship to
The
the team.
major shift in the way things are done in your, in your corporate job.
Oh, okay. Oh, you locked up there. There you go.
I said
Um,
the major
I'm sorry.
shift. Yeah, the major shift you're seeing right
Oh, the
now.
mentorship.
Good, good.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, yeah, I've got about a dozen customers that I mentor and work with, uh, and helping them as they're growing their business, growing their leadership,
Hmm.
and understanding things to do, but more importantly, things not to do. Don't go
Mhm.
down that rabbit hole because I've been down every one of
Yeah,
them, and trying to save some folks some angst and work and money too. So.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that's awesome. But how has any shift, impacted your business strategy? The shift you're seeing in or what you're doing now with the general trend going on now. Let me be specific. AI. How has it impacted your growth and business strategy? Yeah.
Well, I know we're using AI, not so much in my vertical in that, but we are using it to do a lot of the other functions. Because what Initio does is not
Hmm.
only do we fundraise, we've created a platform. It's
Hmm.
basically, we're a consulting business for
Hmm.
folks who are looking to raise capital for their startups, but also helping them with the fractional pieces like the HR, the accounting,
Yeah.
a CFO. There's a whole host of products. Go to market is another big. We're very busy with that
Hmm.
vertical. All those little back office things that an admin thinks are functions that a founder, one, they don't have the staff to do it because they're not in that stage of their business. They
Okay.
will be, and by the time they get to Series C. So we take customers or clients from pre-seed to Series A, and that's our sweet spot in there. So we're helping them all scale their business, watching them grow, and then I'm helping them with, and those areas all have AI that
Okay.
help them be more efficient at that. So that's how we're incorporating AI into our business.
Oh, okay, awesome. That's very good. So what is working well for you right now and what has been frustrating?
What's working well for us? Well, I know, although I am not as involved in the go-to-market part, but I
Hmm.
know AI, the AI functions in that we've had a lot of customers not only join up and get into it, but then also have renewed and made it very easy for them to do business with us.
Okay.
So, and because of the AI and the ease of use and whether it's generating leads for their business, whether
Hmm.
it's marketing, all that, we're incorporating a lot of AI functions for that.
Yeah, but what has been frustrating
I'm
right
sorry.
now? I said, what has been frustrating right now?
I'm sorry, I didn't
I
understand.
said,
I
the,
apologize.
the, the question is what is working well for you and what has been frustrating? What is
Oh,
not
what has
working
been
well?
well, that's working well for us. What's
Mm.
frustrating?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Well, is like every small business as we're
Hmm.
starting up,
Hmm.
there are hiccups, but not many. We're pretty good actually with that, so that's really not a challenge. It's just getting good qualified leads, to be
Okay, good.
honest, that are
Qualified leads is the
that,
frustrating. Okay,
mhm,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that really fit our parameters. Well,
Yeah.
because there's a zillion leads and there's a zillion
Yeah.
AI type
Yeah.
businesses that are out there all touting, oh, we can get you, 1,000 leads. Well, okay, but
Yeah.
are they any good?
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So, which metrics are you focusing on now? Like you said, to improve how and why? Because you've mentioned that one of your greatest constraint or is getting good qualified leads that fit your parameters. Okay, that's what I can hear you say. So, what is the metrics you are looking for? How to improve and why?
how do we improve that?
And why?
Well, I guess partnering with other companies, other AI companies that
Hmm.
have a better track record. Although I'm not involved in
Okay.
the procurement of that, our founder is.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm more in once they're customers on board with us, then we upsell them
Okay.
to our leadership coaching vertical. So.
Okay. Okay. Then another one which is about the last, is where do you want initial capital and waypoint to be in the next 1 year?
Well, 20 years I'll be long gone. So, well, I mean, from work,
Hmm.
but probably the next six years, I know well, for Initio,
Hmm.
we want to hit the $100 million mark. That's
Okay.
our,
Great.
as we used to call it when I was in business, the big, hairy, ugly goal,
Yeah.
right?
Audacious.
BHAG.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to be pretty audacious and get to
Yeah.
100 million.
Awesome.
With Waypoint, I'd be happy if we could get that to about 10 to 20 million dollars, and bring on and grow. We'd have more advisors, more coaches on board, and that's going to be. And I don't anticipate having much challenge with that per se, other than growing it. But from the coaching or fulfillment side, in my 40 years, I'm still very much and very close to a lot of colleagues that I came up with that
Yeah. Awesome.
are in the same position I am, and they're looking for something to give back and whatnot. So then they've got a wealth of knowledge, and so they want to pass it on too. Because I remember, if I wish I had back when I started my company, or even when I was in my mid 20s, if I had a mentor back then,
Mm-hmm.
that would have been awesome. I did have mentors throughout throughout my career, and I was very thankful and blessed to have them, and they made a huge impact on my life and my career. So I know
Awesome.
how valuable, you could have a harebrained idea and you talk it through with someone, and sometimes they tell you it's pretty harebrained, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Or they're like, well, that's a pretty cool idea. How can we develop this?
Okay.
So because no one can do it alone, I guess is the
I
bottom line
agree.
message,
Yeah, great.
you
Okay.
know. So,
Great, great. You mentioned the goal of the big, hairy, audacious goal of 100 million, for
yeah.
in initial capital and also Waypoint LLC. Okay, if you had a magic wand just to fix just one thing, what would that thing be? A
Oh,
magic
if I
wand to
could fix
one thing that is holding
for
your
either
business back.
company,
Mm-hmm.
ah, what could I fix?
Yeah,
Just well as that's a very good question because we're being adaptive, and you have to adapt and overcome, and you can't be strict in your thinking.
I
You
agree.
need to be very flexible
I
as the
agree.
market changes or people change or whatnot. So
That's the way.
it's not so much a sticky point, but being able to understand and not be so stuck in one way of thinking. You have to overcome that and
Mm-hmm.
be collaborative and figure out and being flexible
Mm-hmm.
to take advantage of trends and whatnot. And
Yeah.
as the old book from Who Moved My Cheese, which was a great read, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
When the cheese runs out somewhere, you got to figure out where it
But
is,
to get it, yeah.
but know that the bottom line is it's going to move at some point.
Yeah.
So better to be proactive than react.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, okay, then in that case, what will you see as a long-term negative impact if you don't do anything? If you just stay quiet, you have a goal of 100 million by the 6 months, 1 year. What do you think is going to be the negative if you don't do it? If you don't do anything to make it happen?
Well, what are we going to make it happen? Well,
Yeah.
doing
No,
what
what
we're
I mean,
doing.
what is going to be the negative impact you foresee if you don't make it happen?
Oh, if we do, negative impact if we don't make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even if we better come close to it. You know, I mean, that's the thing. If you make the goal that audacious, even if you get close, then that's a win.
Yeah.
But the challenge is always capital.
Yeah.
And when the economy's good, then there's lots of investment out there to be had for
Mm-hmm.
founders. If the economy goes the opposite direction, then that capital. So that's going to be a challenge
Okay.
across the board. I would think. I was very fortunate in my career being in the medical device and equipment business. The economy didn't bother the
Okay.
medical business.
Okay.
We still grew at 20%
Okay.
every year, whether the economy is up or down. So that was
Okay.
nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael, for sharing your insights.